need.
RM of BTS, welcome back to the cover of Rolling Stone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
I relate to you because you seem to go through a mini existential crisis like maybe every week.
Yeah. Actually, I'm very nervous and afraid at the same time because it's been a while. And yeah, I really want to pretend that I'm okay and I'm ready, all decided, everything's great. I just can't wait. I just really want to say that, but even more than that, I really want to be honest. I just hope, everything's gonna be fine, and everything will be, but still at the same time, I still have fears.
Do you have stress dreams before something is coming out?
Yes, I have extreme stress and extreme joy at the same time, and it's always back and forth every time, every night. I think these days when I wake up in the morning, I always in a good mood, just get a cup of coffee and then it's a new day. But at night I feel man, I don't know what it's gonna be like. And so I really want to live great in the mornings, but I feel quite depressed and sad at night. But the funny thing is, it was exactly the opposite years ago. I loved the night because we worked every day during daytime. At night, when I just come home and I feel alone, I felt really great. I really love to walk the streets where nobody is.
In 2022, you were saying to Pharrell, you still love music, but that maybe you love visual arts more, maybe you loved other things more. Did you come back around, and how was that journey for you?
I think music, is always there. It's just the root. And, sometimes you just can't resist when just some music you love is just turned on, and you just can't help but just dancing to it, or just nodding to it, vibing to it. And I think visual art, sometimes it requires more backgrounds and trainings and more kind of intellectual things. In the military, I listened to so many albums. I'm in love with music more right now, maybe.
But when you think of listening to music during that time, was there a moment, is there an album or a song you can think of you connected with and said, this is my life this is saving my life right now?
I think last year it was Tyler's track with Teezo Touchdown. Forever is too long. It was Teezo singing.
Yes.
The phrase. Maybe at that time, the military, I felt too long for me. I just kept thinking man, maybe it's gonna be forever, and then the forever is too long. So I was kept singing the phrase all the time, and I got I think I was being healed singing along to it, and Dijon's album was great.
Production is so crazy.
Right. Spotify Wrapped, I checked it. The Dijon's album, I think I listened to it more than 500 minutes. And Joji, Past Won't Leave My Bed.
The past won't leave my bed.
Sometimes it's just a simple phrase, but it just hits you so hard when it is combined with certain type of sound and instruments.
You made it clear that when with Butter and Permission to Dance, they were so huge and so successful, they left you confused about what is BTS.
Yes.
And I think that you had a few years to think about that. I think you did figure it out, but I'm curious about your sort of mental journey from, man, I don't know what we are anymore, to I know now.
I think I still don't know. And maybe, I think a musician should talk with their music, right? And it's being more and more just careful to explain and describe how I'm feeling right now, or what this album is about, or well, I think it's just this magazine and this interview with you is just another record, so I could look back to it when I'm 50. Yeah, looking back to it and man, when I was like 31, I felt like that, and I was like talking to you, like, because I believe right now, like this type of feeling is the deepest truth in my heart. I think I'm still really confused because I thought in the military, maybe if it's just all finished and we all come back in 2025 June, then maybe there's some type of very precise, sharp consensus that we could all like relate to, but which was not very true. So I think these 14 tracks are the could be the type of, it's still blurry, but it could be just an answer to the people who is wondering like what is BTS in 2026. But I think for this album, I try to um, say that express more of universal things like love, hurt, nostalgia, missing, and I think I'm still into that expanding personal experiences to into universal like, emotions and feelings.
The energy reminds me a little bit of the beginning.
Oh, really?
The early rap, more rap rocky stuff.
I think that's really great to hear because yeah, I had plenty of time to look back. It's truly a new start, and so I think why you felt that energy was because that I think we actually are treating this moment as our new start. But I think we unconsciously just coming back to like when we started, like all those really turned up energy, like very resistant and I want to show something to the world type of energy. But I think we got more mature. This is gonna be definitely the new chapter of BTS.
It's so interesting to listen to your solo albums, Indigo and Right Place, Wrong Person, because in some ways it feels like these are the albums, the kind of music that you might have made had there never been a BTS.
Right.
It's like,
think so.
It's interesting to me that you could even get to that place as an artist mentally.
I think, it's really funny to say, and I think lots of people maybe just slightly know, like who BTS is. Maybe the people, won't agree, but I think I'm really finding myself as, man, I'm born as a kind of a anti to like something. Yeah, like when everybody is saying yes, I really want to say no. When I've been doing BTS, I loved it, but I really did hate something, of course, and I just couldn't deny all those feelings. And but I think I knew like what is what is what to like show to the people or what to just hide and just make it into an album. When I just come back as a solo, I was like thinking of like, man, I gotta do this, I gotta say it, because if it's 7, I have to do my role, I have to sometimes be nice, and because lots of kids are watching us, but sometimes I just started music, just on the streets and by rapping, and I just can't resist that. Sometimes I feel like I just want to do this. I just want to do this shit. So I listen to pop music. I love it. I enjoy like every pop music. I always like check the charts sometimes. Sometimes when I just don't want to use my brain too much, I just find like the top 50 global and just listen to it. But sometimes I feel like, man, this is not enough. I have to like dig more. I have to explore what the world is like. I just want to see the edges, of this earth. So when it comes to Solid Project, every infras and every powers and every impacts, the numbers maybe, or the masses, the scales, that helped me a lot so that I could express maybe without thinking of economic things, and I could I could do a song with Little Sims, Moses Somni. They're great artists by the name of, maybe sometimes using the name of BTS and the brand. When it comes to the team project, by the experiences that I had on my solo, just do everything to like 100 or even more than that. I could tell the team or the members that let's push it to the edge, like even more, even more. This is not enough. This is too safe. If we don't challenge anymore, then I think there's no reason that we should keep doing this as a team. So we have to show the world that we are still ongoing and still exploring and figure out like new things. I think we have to like have an experiment and push it to the edge even more, and just still not enough.
How did you resolve? I mean, your service was not easy on you.
No.
Are you sort of still recovering psychologically? How is that going for you?
I think I got out. I got out of it quite a lot, if we call it a cave, and it's been this today's favorite February, so it's been 8 months, and I think I'm good right now. But sometimes when I try to sleep and when it pops up, man, forget it. I'm done. I'm not in the military anymore. And but that experience hitting the rock bottom, like psychologically, in the truth, I think that helps me. Like, this is now I'm sleeping on my bed. I'm good. Yeah. I think that's the great self-therapy.
Did that experience or the past few years change what you want out of life as a person?
I always want to live the present, the now, but it's just there are so many things in 2026 that are like distracting you and me from living now. Like, we're thinking when you look at the reels and all the shores that we're living now, but which is not. They just keep distracting me. So I really miss the time that I just walk in the rain and thinking of everything. I think those were the times that I truly lived the present. I really don't want to think of the past and the future because they are just fantasy. But it's really hard just to focus on where you are right now. So today is like 12th of February, and I always try hard to sometimes just put the phone down and maybe read books. When I just like this, I try hard not to think about the past and the future, because the future never comes.
Yeah.
Future never comes.
You were in that dark place psychologically and you got out of it. It wasn't forever. What would you say to someone who, there might be a fan who feels that way right now?
I got out of the crisis I had last year because of the all those environments I had. I got out of it like physically, but mentally, I'm just admitting it. That essential sorrow, I don't know what it is called, but it's always there in some part of my heart. So I think I'm still in the middle of just admitting like who I am. I'm like maybe too sensitive than the others, maybe the average, or I think too much. Sometimes I can't sleep. But do you want to die? No. I try to love the life, the skies, taking walks, good friends, drinks, music, interview. I'm still fighting the demons, I think maybe it could be forever, and forever is too long, like I said. But I just want to say one thing, like simply, in short, I think life is fun. because it's not because I'm BTS or I'm a star in the spotlight. I think just life is fun and living is better.
I thought we'd end with the meaning of life. Thank you.
Thank you.